Yes, I was just saying that welcome to this presentation that is online. We're not going to take too much of this time. We just hit the ball. We just hit the ball rolling. And so just pay a little more attention so that we'll get out of here quickly. So welcome to the workshop on how you can attain a blissful retirement, right? How you can attain a blissful retirement. So this workshop is actually designed to help people plan for a happy retirement. Help people plan for a happy retirement. Thing is that retirement is inevitable, so you can't run away from it. And it's something that's enjoyable because I've been enjoying my retirement. In the past 24 years, I've been retired from the military and I've been enjoying it. And I wonder why people don't enjoy their retirement. I discovered the reason people don't enjoy their retirement because they didn't plan for it. Some people will tell you that they were retired prematurely. Whether retired prematurely, whether retired post-maturely, whether anyhow, retirement is retirement. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing to serve and to retire. If you're sitting down here, you're listening to me, and you're 40 years old, fine. If you're 50, fine. But whatever age bracket you fall in, you will eventually retire meritoriously. So having retired, how do you want to live your life? How do you want to live your life after retirement? A lot of people are making money now because they are working in places where they are posted to certain juicy locations and here and there. We know all of those things. And they forget the retirement is coming when they will not receive any posting again. So somebody just attended this lecture and they say, thank you for this opportunity and this privilege. So I want to open our eyes to see a couple of things because for the past 24 years, I've retired from the military. I know what people pass through. People who even retired after me, people who retired during my set, and people who retired after me. So this night, we'll go straight to the point and look at some of these issues that you already know. But what are the practical steps that you need to apply to handle them? Number one is we're going to discuss certain issues. One is the challenges faced by potential retirees. We're going to look at that. I want to look at various businesses that retirees can engage in that can generate cash flow. Because the most important thing we must address in retirement is cash flow. Cash flow, right? So, and then recommendations. I'll make a couple of recommendations here and there after we have discussed all the issues. Then formally, this is me, Solomon Eso, a Navy Commander, retired member, Institute of Directors of Nigeria. I'm also the founder of the Provo Security Limited. I'm also the founder of One Academy and several other companies. I'm also a board member in many other companies and organizations, just to know who is talking with you right now. So this is me as a young man. I was in the Navy. And then as at that time, like I said, I didn't know how to make money. I was simply defending Nigeria's territorial integrity. But I told myself that once I leave this job, a military job, that I will learn how to make money. And that's why as soon as I left the military, I began to associate with business people. I began to learn this. I began to find out, how do people just wake up and buy brand new car? How do they just wake up and put up a building? How do they spend big money? Right? So that was why I became a member of the Institute of Directors of Nigeria, IOD. And I was privileged also to be appointed the secretary of the IOD. Right? I was privileged to be appointed secretary of the IOD. That was where I met business mongols. That's why I met people, captain of industries, people that have businesses are running into millions and billions. And I saw how money moves and the way things happen, in the business world. Totally different from what I learned in the military. Right? That was the Institute of Directors. It gave me that leverage. Then in 2019, I ran for office as a senator. And as senator, I was given the ticket. I won the election, the primaries to run for the office of Senate, and a whole lot of people. I had the support of like all the people I needed. It gave me the support, and of course, I won that election. The matter went to the tribunal. It was at the tribunal that I withdrew my matter. Right? I'm not saying all of these things to brag, but I'm only saying that Well, you can actually retire and be very, very active, both in politics and in business and in every other aspect of life, provided you know how to generate cash flow. The bottom line is cash flow. So if you know how to generate cash flow, you can live a fantastic life, having retired. And it's so sweet because I'll tell you more about it as we go on. Okay, now it was also after retirement that I put up this fantastic edifice for my father. You know, my father is somebody I respected so much, so I was wondering what is it that I want to do to give him a befitting gift, and I put up this structure for him, right? And I did this within a couple of months, having retired. That is to say that you don't need to struggle to say you build a house while you're in service or whatever. You can do all of these things after retirement. You can live a good life after retirement. How do you do that? Just pay little attention. You can see these two kids here. These are my last set of children. And as I speak now, they're schooling outside Nigeria. I pay dollars to keep them there. Like I said, this is not to brag, but to let you know that you can actually do all of these things having retired. Right? You can pay school fees in dollars, you can run for office, you can build houses, you can do so many things that people who are actually out there doing businesses can do, provided you follow mentorship, provided you are ready and willing to take instructions. And one thing I've done, having retired from the military, is following instruction and mentors. And the number one thing that has helped me to succeed is mentorship. So if anybody is listening to me now and you are willing and ready to get proper, information that will lead you to where you are going to, then you're in the right place, right? And of course, I've also traveled the world. I've been in Europe for businesses. Like you can see me now with the CEO of the One Ecosystem and many other business people. Now, I don't say you should not keep friends, but there are certain friends that show you how to put money in your pocket. There are some friends that all you discuss is discussion about money, about economy, and how you can be wealthy. So I had a couple of these friends who had meetings severally across Nigeria, across the continent and all over the world. And you can see here again, I was in Asia, I was in Europe, all of these things opened my eyes to get to know that, look, there is a way to make money that many people still do not understand. And like it is said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. If you don't know that you can make money, you think that it's almost impossible for you to make money, but then there is a possibility. Just watch and listen to the end of this presentation, and you'll know exactly what step you can immediately start taking. That in the next 3 months, max 6 months, you are living a different life altogether. Exactly what my mentor told me then, and I believed it, and so my life changed. Look, if anybody comes to where I am here, sitting around, you won't know that I'm retired. You just think that I'm just like, at the peak of my career, because I'm enjoying my life. And I have no regrets to have retired, right? So that's the same thing. Now, the people of Abuja, the FCT, the directors invited me to come and give them a lecture on how they can plan for their retirement. In fact, that hall was filled to the brim. You can see the caliber of people, all the directors, deputy directors, because they discovered that the difference between the rich and the poor is simply information. Information. Most people don't have the information that will put money in their pocket. So some people think that it is hard work. It's not only hard work. Hard work alone has never put money in the pocket of people. You need to get the right information. You need to get the right guidance. And you need to get at the right time. So you can be successful. I don't see money so difficult to get. I don't. Right? So exactly the same information I gave them in this workshop is what I'm going to be sharing tonight. So what you do is make sure that your internet is strong enough and so that you can stay till the end. It's going to take us maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes or thereabout, then we'll be done. If you have a strong internet, fine. If you don't have, make it strong. So We also do this workshop physically for people who are in Abuja. We do this just like this. It's a physical session. We had a similar session today here in Abuja for those people that live in Abuja. But for those that are outside Abuja, so we are going to. That's why this online session is holding. But be rest assured, like I said earlier on, the information that was shared in the physical session is the same information that you're going to be getting right away as I speak. Now, this is Ambassador Kate Ibodike. She represented Nigerian embassy in the UK and also in the United States of America. And when she came back, she attended one of my seminars. And after that seminar, she became a part of what it is that I've been coaching and teaching. So here is her testimony. Listen to Ambassador Kate.
I should give a little testimony of my life with foreign affairs up until today. Sometime in 2017, when I came back from America, I heard the voice of the same person whose voice you heard yesterday on the radio, and he was talking about something like what you heard yesterday. I keyed into it, and that is why you see me, I'm still shining. 2 years into my retirement. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, gentlemen, welcome with me to the podium a man I respect so much, a man I call a visionary. He is a retired Navy commander, Solomon Eso.
Shortly after I retired from the military, I found a mentor. And then the number one thing I recommend for everyone who is about to retire or who is retiring or who has retired is not just to look for what to do. First of all, is to look for who to mentor you. Absolutely. It's interesting to look for what to do, but then you need a mentor. A lot of people gotten their fingers burnt because they lack mentorship. So the privilege you have attending this workshop, listening to me, is that I've offered that for anyone who needs to be mentored, for any area that you are interested in, you want to take advantage of course, mentorship is a key for you to succeed, right? So now the number one thing, the number one challenge, the number one issue to be addressed when planning for your retirement is cash flow. It's not a big house, it's not a big car, it's not a big land. What you need to address is cash flow. What you need to set up that will continuously generate cash flow for you until you are 80, you are 90, you are 100. You need to set it up. You need a system that can generate cash flow for you. Why is cash flow so important? Listen to this short video.
The greatest issue you must deal with in retirement is cash flow.
Cash flow.
If you can deal with that, financially, you'll be set.
Okay.
The problem is that many people get to retirement and they are asset rich but cash poor.
Right. So they've got a lot of assets, whether it's land or stocks, but they're like
They have no money. They have no cash,
Right.
which is why, if you all guys who are listening to us, you've been wondering, why are we? I don't know. Let me ask the question to those who are listening. Why are you sending money home to your parents, but they have their own house,
Right.
they have land, they even grow their own food, have animals there, but why do they need cash? Because cash is what keeps you moving in this world. Unfortunately, that's what it is.
Right.
In the past, maybe the land and the house could have taken care of you, but right now, what keeps you moving in the world is cash. Because there's still, amongst them, there'll still be a wedding coming up. There'll still be a funeral. There'll be a birthday. There'll be some celebration. There'll be Christmas. There'll be whatever it is. Sikuku will come up at some point. And you need cash.
That's true.
Doesn't matter how many plots you have.
Doesn't matter how many plots you have. What keeps you moving is cash. Many people have made the mistake of carrying everything, all the money they have, to buy a piece of land. Then they are now broke. And most of them remain broke like that, looking at that piece of land for the rest of their life. Some have carried their whole money to go and put up one big house somewhere. And the house is almost not even completed. Some didn't complete the house. And they now remain broke. And they are looking at the house. The house cannot give you cash flow. The land you bought, maybe for your children, great-grandchildren, they can't give you cash flow. What you need in planning for your retirement is cash flow. If you can solve that problem, every other thing will work. So this is how to do that. Then to get to that point, you need to identify some of the challenges that retirees face. And you discover that most of the challenges is not about big house or big car. These are the challenges. Now, for the first 18 months after retirement, pension is not paid yet. And at that point, there are no salaries. Gratuity is not paid yet for the first 18 months. So what you need at that time is cash flow, cash. You need cash to keep you waiting for the pension, waiting for the gratuity. You need cash. So if you didn't plan for how to get cash within the first 18 months of your retiring, it's a big problem. At that point in time, most people face severe lack of cash flow, severely. And you see somebody who used to be a big man, a big woman, just reduced to something. You say, is this not this man who was ABC or whatever? And then another issue is car maintenance. Maybe you got a car while you were working, a big car, a fine car, and all of that. Haven't retired, the first 18 months, no salary. First 18 months, no pension. First 18 months, no gratuity. How do you maintain your car? How do you pay school fees? How do you feed your family? What about even paying house rent? These are the issues that many retirees have faced. Like I told you, 24 years ago, I retired from the military, Nigerian Navy to be precise. And before I retired, I saw what people were going through. As at the time I was retired, I saw people retiring with me, I saw their problem. And even after having retired the past 24 years, I've seen people regretting of some of the actions they took before they retired. Because the number one thing you need to address on retirement is cash. Just make sure you have cash. And now, if you don't have cash, then this issue of inadequate healthcare, you cannot be able to take care of yourself because your land cannot take care of you, your house cannot take care of you. It's cash. You need to go and buy drugs. You need to go to the hospital. You need to pay. You just need cash, right? Then, when eventually the pension begins to come, what happens is inflation will hit it. So the value of the money you're paying as at that time is so bastardized, so reduced because it has been chopped up by inflation and the depreciation of the currency. So many people who didn't plan for their retirement, they now have a tendency to go and be depending on their family and relatives. And that's the worst part. Because relatives will begin to avoid you. Family members, maybe you call children. Children also have their issues. They want to set up their homes. They want to marry. They want to do all of these things. They cannot now carry you back as a baby. So you must understand this thing and begin to work towards them well in advance. If you are 40 years old and you are here listening to me, this is the right time for you to begin to plan for your next phase of life. If you're here and you are gainfully employed and you're working somewhere, this is the best time for you to begin to plan for your next phase. To say, hey, you know what? When I leave this place, nobody's going to post me again. Nobody's going to transfer me to here where there's juicy position. This thing will be putting money in my pocket consistently. If you do that, you enjoy your retirement the way I am enjoying mine. I can tell you that I'm enjoying my retirement and I have no regrets. Are you getting me now? So that's it. But this is it, right? The two critical areas you must work on in order for you to enjoy your retirement are your personal development and your business. What do I mean by business? Anything you're doing, maybe after retirement or so, is a form of business. So this, you must develop it. You must work on it. And then your personal development. But take note of this. You have to pay more attention to your personal development than on your business. Develop yourself more than you are developing your business, because your business cannot rise up better than you as a person. Your business can only rise up to the level that you have developed yourself. So the emphasis, the focus, as my mentor directed me, is that I should do my personal development more than my business. And the moment I started developing my person, my business also began to do what? To develop. How will you develop your person? What is personal development and how is that done? Number one, you have to attend classes. You have to attend seminars like this one. That you even watch the video and you click and you're sitting down here listening to me is one of the steps for personal development. You listen to people speak, you get a mentor, you take action, you argue less, because a lot of people have bastardized their future because of argument for what they don't even understand, incidentally. So the number one thing is you attend classes, you attend seminars, then you read books. Now, if you read books, you argue less, you understand things, you know how things work in the world, and then you take advantage of so many opportunities. So you read books. Somebody said, which kind of books? There are certain books which were not introduced to us while we were in school. But these are the books that billionaires, millionaires all over the world are reading. If money is the issue, if how to generate cash flow is the issue, these are the books you must read. I say must. I want you to write it down. These books are books that you must read. Look at them. The Magic of Believing, Psycho-Cybernetics, Think and Grow Rich, The Richest Man in Babylon. There are many other books, but let's not look at so many of them. These 4 books, if you read these books, and after 6 months, your finances do not change, your thinking pattern about money does not change, and you do not see a marked difference in your life, even if I call you on phone, don't pick my call. But I can assure you that if you don't read these books and your life remains the way it is or does not improve, then you are the cause. You are the cause. Because this is the same thing that happened 24 years ago when I was introduced and all of this. Today, I'm a happy person as a retiree. This is why the knowledge is important. You can see these sectors here. The bigger sector in orange is what you do not know that you do not know. This portion here is what you do not know that you do not know. Many people do not know a lot of things and they don't know that they don't know them. Now, the smaller sector here is simply what you know. And this is what you know that puts money in your pocket, is what you know that gives you the lifestyle, is what you know that gives you everything that you need. And look at how small it is. Now look at this place. This place is what you know that you don't know. Like, you know that you don't know those things. But there are other ones that you don't know them. But the smaller portion is just what you know. So you can increase the portion of what you know. You can take more of out of what you do not know when you begin to read those self-help books. It's never too late. Somebody says, why am I going to read? Why am I going to do this? Please, it is never too late. Why am I saying that it's not too late? Because age is not our barrier. Our mindset is the barrier. Listen to this short video.
A 50-year-old is 2x more likely to succeed than someone that's 30. Here's the bottom line is, age is not your barrier. Your mindset is. Okay? Right? And it's never too late. And it's never too late. I'll give you a few examples. Okay? Michael Bloomberg got fired at 39. He started Bloomberg business shortly after. 15 years later, he was a billionaire. Today, he's 82 and worth $106 billion. He started at the age of 40. Okay? You look at Henry Ford. He launched the T model. Ford affordable car. Henry Ford at age 45. You look at Warren Buffett, who's 93 years old, Vic, 93 years old, worth $130 billion. $130 billion. He made 99% of his net worth after his 50th birthday. Okay? And this is my favorite one, the last one. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, that was it.
Right? Colonel Sanders opened his first Kentucky Fried Chicken at the age of 65 and failed. And then he collected his Social Security money and then started franchising, and the rest is history. So here's my message. Get up, get going, never give up, and it's never too late.
Get going, never give up, and it's too late. Colonel Sanders at 65 started a Kentucky business. And you know what happened? He failed. But today, Kentucky, KFC is all over the world. Why? Because it's never too late. Because he read the books. Because he attended the seminar. Because he attended classes. So you are here, maybe you're less than 65. Maybe you're just 50 or you're 40. So this is actually the right time. As they said here, that if you're 50 years, you have more chances of succeeding than somebody who is just 30. So this is the right time, starting by attending seminars and taking actions. There are 5 businesses. There are 5 businesses that retirees will want to get involved in. Because many people have called to say, hey, since I'm going to retire in 2 years, or I'm already retired, I have 3 or whatever, what is it that I should do? Please, this, you have to, any of these businesses I'm going to put on here can put money in your pocket, but the bottom line is you need a mentor, you need a coach, you need somebody to hold on to. It's not about the amount of money you're using to invest in the business, but it is about the quality of the coach that you have. I say that again. It's not about the amount of money you're using into the business, but it's the quality of coach you have in that business. So these are the businesses: real estate, farming. Most people go into farming or real estate without consulting any coach. They just simply jump in there and feel, okay, let me go and farm. They get their fingers burned. They lose all their money. They lose everything. Or you want to be a consultant, you need a coach. You need a coach to show you. In fact, consulting is one of the lucrative areas. But if you find a good coach, I'm telling you the truth, you're going to make so much money as a consultant or digital asset. Now, today, the happening thing is digital asset. In digital asset, people that have good coaches and mentors, they've actually had so much money, right, of hospitality. So you cannot say you're retiring and you're not like directing your mind to which aspect of business you want to get involved in as you're leaving your service. You have left meritoriously and you're coming out to shine. You're coming out to blossom. You have something, you have somebody, a coach that guides you, that leads you, that holds you by the hand, that opens your eyes and makes sure you don't get your fingers burnt. And then 3 months, 6 months, you now say, oh, fantastic. Good that I left that place of work. Right? So, but on today's workshop, we're going to focus on one of these. There are 5 here. On today's workshop, we're going to focus on digital assets. Digital assets, some people call it cryptocurrency. It's the same thing. We call it digital asset, we call it cryptocurrency. Basically, asset. What is an asset? An asset, like everybody knows here now, is the thing that puts money in your pocket. And what we are talking about today is cash flow. So asset is what brings cash into your pocket and makes you live a fine life. Right? So the reason many people run to getting digital asset is because of the cash flow potentials. Right? Because digital asset has cash flow potential. It's accessible because it's with you. It's not with anybody. You have it with you. All right? So you have everything with you. And in fact, I'm going to explain more on that. So it can also protect you from the depreciating value of our naira. So many people, what they're doing now, people that have good mentors, people that get good information, they simply just convert their naira into digital assets. When they see that the naira is dropping very fast, before it drops, they already converted it to digital assets. And by the time they bring it back to naira, it's a huge number it's a huge amount of naira. And then it gives you the status of an investor. Now, there are 3 sets of people. There are people that earn money, they just consume it. They just consume it. There are other people, when they earn money, they save it. They don't know what to do. They just save it. Let me tell you, if you save money, we save money without investing it, it's not going to keep you on retirement. After 1 year, the money saved, if you keep eating it, it will finish. But the smart people are those who save, they now invest it. So digital assets give you the opportunity to become an investor, and you'll be so glad that you're an investor because you see money multiplying in your hands before your eyes. You see money working for you, right? So when you get to the realm that your money is now working for you, you can have a peaceful sleep. You can sleep and wake up when you finish sleeping. It's my mentor that told me that if I take instructions from him, I will only wake up from sleep when I finish sleeping. And I asked him that, what does it mean to finish sleeping? He laughed. So investing in digital assets can be rewarded when you have a trusted mentor. That's the truth. The question is our Naira an asset? The Naira we have today, is it an asset? Well, I don't know how you're answering it, but anyhow you answer it is okay by you. Now, this is how cash flow works. Our school system taught us to become employees. That's why we finish work, we finish school, we join Navy, or maybe you join NNPC, or maybe you join Central Bank, or you join any big work after you finish school. But that is, you're an employee. So you have a job. You do employee for 10, 20, 30 years. You're only earning salary. But some people graduate from being employee to become self-employed. The self-employed people are those that have their own small businesses. That's they have a small, like, okay, it's a tailor, it's an accountant, it's a lawyer. He goes to court and he didn't pay money. He goes to, he writes accounting brief for somebody and he didn't pay. Those people are called self-employed. But there are another higher set of people who have a business. They own a business. Like, they own chains of restaurants. They own a filling station. Right? Filling station business. So those people are business owners. They are in the B quadrant. You see, we started from the E quadrant, which is employees, and we came to the S quadrant, which is they have a job, but self-employed, and the B quadrant are for those who own a business. So they employ people who work for them. The B quadrant, they own a business, they have a system, but they employ people to work for them in that business. Now, coming down to the I quadrant, which is the investor, these people make their money to work for them. And there's a whole lot of difference. At the end of this, I'm going to show you how you can make your money to work for you. That is to say, how you can move from E to S to B, or from B to I. That is becoming an investor, especially in digital assets. Look at this scenario. Look at this scenario. In Nigeria, a man started work in the civil service in 1984 with a salary of 500 naira. And 500 naira then was worth $700. But look at what happened. He retired in 2023 on a salary of 200,000. Big money, right? But 200,000 was now worth $200. So he started work with $700 and he's retiring with $200. Which means for 35 years, this man was slowly and consistently moving backward. Backward from $700 to $200. That's anybody can do about it. We are all Nigerians here, so bastardized. Listen to him.
But we sat there, all of us Nigerians, we're all guilty of this. We all sat, saw the central bank, brazenly, illegally violating that act year on year and kept printing money, literally. Because when you advance money that is backed by nothing, you just credit the federal government, but continue to credit the account of government with trillions. 1 trillion, people shouted, 2 trillion, 10 trillion, 15 trillion, 20 trillion. And we kept going.
Nigeria is not the only country that is printing money. Nigeria is not the only country. Look at in Somalia, for instance. In Somalia, they have printed their own money so much so that they are even carrying it inside a wheelbarrow. And they are covering it with tarpaulin outside. They are not putting the money inside any house. and nobody's stealing it outside. You know why they're not stealing it? Because carrying money is more difficult than carrying the stuff that money is used to buy. So you can see here that the money is just kept outside on the tarpaulin. They just put bales and printed money here. And this woman now is going to buy, a cup of something, maybe just to make soup, and then she's buying it out with a bundle of, they don't even count it. They don't count the papers. They just count the bundles. So money failed. Money failed. Which kind of money failed? Paper money. Even the US dollar is losing its value very, very fast. So globally, paper money has lost its value. And that is the reason why digital asset is now the new norm. Digital asset is the new norm simply because physical cash has been overprinted and also has been so bastardized, including the US dollar. So what's the solution? I just said it now, that the US dollar days as a universal reserve currency are what? Are numbered. Very shortly, even the US, you can't see paper again because they don't trust it again. It's overprinted, right? Now, what is the solution? Or is there a solution at all? And I'll say yes. If there is no solution to this, I'll not invite you to attend this webinar. There is a solution, right? And a word is enough for the wise. If you know what to do as a Nigerian and you are able to get digital asset, that will be the first step you have taken towards your financial freedom forever. Forever. If you have digital assets, the thing is, you need it with a mentor, with the coaching, with the proper planning, so you don't get your fingers burnt. Now, the solution number one is getting digital asset. And because digital asset or cryptocurrency, as some people call it, became the solution to the incessant printing of paper money. But this is not the first time, because the world has been moving on. The world has been abandoning currencies before. Today, the world is abandoning paper money, but in those days, the world first of all abandoned barter. It was barter system. Payment system before was by barter. Barter is where you give me an item, I give you another item in exchange. So when that system was no longer convenient, the world changed on their own. They started using cowries. They started using gold and precious metals as a means of payment. They abandoned barter. Also, the gold, the precious metals began to fail for whatever reason in those days before paper money came to be. Paper was not the first form of money. It was actually barter, then gold. And this paper has lasted for 700 years. And now the paper has overstayed its existence. It has served its purpose. It has now been overprinted. The world do not trust it again. There is fake dollar, there is fake naira, there is fake currencies all over the world. And that's why the world now decided to go to digital currency. Because digital currency cannot be faked. Right? You don't have a fake digital currency or cryptocurrency. And that's why the world is trusting it, and it began to boom. The first creation of this was started in 2009. I mean, the digital currency, the first creation was in 2009 by a young man called Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto created the first blockchain, right? But that's a pseudonym anyway. But the world knows him as Satoshi Nakamoto. When he created it, he just called it Bitcoin. And of course, people didn't believe it, people didn't trust it, some people rejected it, and other people who got certain information, who followed some mentorship, began to acquire it. Some people got up to 1,000 pieces, some got 100, some got 50, and so forth. But now this is it. Birth of cryptocurrency, 2009, by Satoshi Nakamoto. As at that time, you could get any quantity. But today, what was betted in 2009, and they're even begging people to get it. 5 of it today is worth over 500 million naira. Just 5. Just 5. I know people are listening to me now. They say that, hey, if I'd known that time, I would have even gotten up to 100. Yes, of course, you would have gotten up to 100 if you got the information, number one, and if you got a good mentor. 10 bitcoins today is more than $1 billion. And Bitcoin, cryptocurrency generally, as has been reported by Forbes magazine, is the item that has put more money in the pocket of the ordinary people in the past 10 years than any other thing that's ever happened in mankind. So, but many people missed it, no doubt. Some people missed to buy even 1 Bitcoin, as at the time it was very, very cheap. But here is an opportunity I'm sharing with everyone who's listening to me now. Now, if you're sitting down here and you're listening to me, you may have missed Bitcoin. But if there is no other way to say, okay, if I've missed Bitcoin, what should I do? If there is no such answer, I will not be sitting down here. And the reason I'm sitting down here to tell you this is that if you missed it, and you think you should not have missed it, listen to me carefully what you can do right away. First of all, you need to understand that there were certain misconceptions that prevented many people from investing in cryptocurrency in those days. There were certain misconceptions. This thing misled some people. Because some people just listen to the stories they hear from their friends and relatives, and they keep telling them certain information. So these are the misconceptions, that cryptocurrency is only meant for people who are computer literate, or that you need a lot of money before you can invest in crypto, or that it's too late to get into cryptocurrencies, and or that cryptocurrencies are only used for illegal. All these things are not true. These are the things that held people back from taking action, and they missed investing in cryptocurrency. Today, the world has come to the realization that this is what they should have as assets, and the price is off the roof. But I'm going to show you a way out. If you are one of those people that like to take action, I'm going to show you a way out. Now, after all the misconception, the government, major governments of the world, now began to understand what cryptocurrency is, and they began to adopt it. They began to endorse it. Now that government is endorsing it, everybody is now looking helter-skelter. And that's why one Bitcoin today is more than 120 million naira, 1 Bitcoin. What if you had 5 of it? What if you had 10 of it? Will you be wondering, will you be bothered about what is happening in the Nigerian district? You just carry 1 Bitcoin and you change it, you have 120 million naira. It's even approaching 200 million, 1 Bitcoin. So that's it. Now that governments have now accepted and understood it. For instance, King Charles III of the United Kingdom has officially signed the Finance Act, acknowledging cryptocurrency as what? A regulated asset. He said, look, crypto is an asset. Go have it. Now, what's the name? Putin, Russia. Look at the date here. Last week, or 2 days ago, 2 days on the 8th of August 2024, Putin formally legalized mining of cryptocurrencies in Russia. Can you see how long it has taken government to understand and adopt these things? So as individual, you don't follow government, because government want to take their time to understand it before they can come up with the regulations and all of that. So now that in Russia, they have formally legalized the mining of cryptocurrency, the price have shot up. So the question is, you're in Nigeria, your currency is weak. What are you doing? If it is possible for you to convert as much of the naira you have into cryptocurrency, that would be a smart deal, sir. It's still your own, but instead of keeping it in naira, you are now keeping it in crypto form, so that it's only when you want to use it that you can now convert it back to naira. And it's going to be massive, because at that point, you have acquired the crypto when it was cheap, and when you want to use it, it now gives you large quantity of paper money or dollar or euro or naira. It's just a conversion, right? So this is what's happening in the world now, and this is what people are running after. This date here, you can see this publication, you can check it clearly, you can even Google it. Google Putin legalizes mining of cryptocurrency in Russia. What date? 8th of August. That was when in Russia is happening. So you as an individual, how are you taking care of yourself? Look at Trump is promising all Americans that he is the cryptocurrency president, that within the first 100 days, he's going to appoint a cryptocurrency advisory council for his presidential, a presidential cryptocurrency advisory council. That has never happened before in the US. But because the world has come to the realization that cryptocurrency is the way to go, look at how the world is arranging it. So you as an individual, you have to develop your person. You have to develop your personality to understand what's happening in the world and take advantage of it. Let's listen to Trump promising all these people that, look, he's going to elevate crypto, he's going to appoint them to hold positions in the cryptocurrency government. Look at this.
Upon taking office, I will immediately appoint a Bitcoin and Crypto Presidential Advisory Council. Would anybody like to be on that particular council? Please raise your hand. Their task will be to design transparent regulatory guidance for the benefit of the entire industry, and they will get it done in 100 days. We will have regulations, but from now on, the rules will be written by people who love your industry, not hate your industry, people that want to make it clear and simple, straightforward, and fair.
The first 100 days, people are going to be appointed to manage, to advise government on cryptocurrency, and but this is a big deal. This is where the money of the world is going to. But what is it? The whole campaign in the United States election today is about crypto. This lady, Kamala Harris, the entire Democrat has launched a Crypto for Harris campaign. Crypto for Harris campaign. So the whole America now is crypto. And you know, we are Nigerians. I know that before things come to Nigerians properly, it's happening in other countries. But I'm bringing it to you today that the fact that you are attending this webinar, you're going to see what it is that you can do immediately so that you don't lose out on what is happening globally, right? Here in Nigeria also, our own president, Bola Tinubu, has formally also now lifted the ban of cryptocurrency in Nigeria. And he also went further to say he pledged support for cryptocurrency users. So Nigeria, many people don't know all of these things. And the Central Bank of Nigeria last year, 22nd of December, lifted the ban that was placed on cryptocurrency transaction in Nigeria. Do you know many people still don't know all these things? Because people rather be listening to misconception, be listening to certain news that are no. All these things I'm telling you, can Google them and see all this information for yourself. Question is, for you to generate cash flow now for the next 6 months, is for you to convert as much of the naira you have into crypto, and I'll show you how to do that. If I will not be able to show you, if I cannot guide you to do that, I will not be here talking with you. Because I volunteered to show you, to make you understand it, and to say, practically, show you everything, and do the part that you cannot do, I'll do for you. So now, let's take a short break. Let's take a short break, and then in the next session, this is what we're going to be talking about. Institutions that provide cryptocurrency, institutions, of course, the biggest owners of the OES in the world, that is the cryptocurrency, and how you can own a cryptocurrency as an insider. Insider, who is an insider, and all of that, I'm going to show you, then I'll make my recommendation. So institutions that provide centralized crypto is, for instance, the one ecosystem. Now, before you own the crypto, you need to know the institution that provides it. Institutions are there, companies that are there are provided that create a cryptocurrency that meets the regulatory requirements, right? So one of the things I'm going to guide you to do is so you can follow the institutions that is reliable and that is trusted and that you cannot get your fingers burnt. And I'm also going to help you to join as an insider, because there's a difference between an insider and a public. There's insider price and there's public price. So attending this workshop now gives you the privilege to join as an insider, right? So who are the owners of this cryptocurrency? Who are the owners? Who are the founding the owners? JP Morgan. JP Morgan Chase is one of the richest banks in the world with $588 billion market cap. They are one of the owners of the cryptocurrency OES I'm going to introduce you to. And then the Santander Bank with $77.6 billion market cap. They are the owners. BNP in France with $73 billion market cap. HSBS is United Kingdom, $204 billion market cap. Because by reason of the information I have and by reason of the association I keep, I make sure that if I'm involved in anything, it's something that can stand the test of time. It's something that will not get anybody's fingers burned, but something that can elevate you to where you are, to where you ought to be. So BlackRock is another. You can Google all of these banks to find out their financial standing, especially their market capitalization. BlackRock is $135.8 billion market cap. So these are the conglomerates that have this. Bet, people get it from the public at a different price, but you listening to me now can get it as an insider. That's the difference, right? So the one ecosystem is registered in Switzerland. That is, this cryptocurrency company is registered where? In Switzerland. And it's a typical example of a centralized crypto. You get to know what centralized finance, but you don't need to bother about all those jargons, right? But the one ecosystem is a company registered in Switzerland. It's a typical example of a cryptocurrency company that provides what you trust. Now, this is the CEO of the cryptocurrency company. His name is Mr. Ventsislav Latkov. Ventsislav Latkov. He's the CEO, but you can just hear him briefly.
Our company is registered in Switzerland and it is aiming at markets all across the world. We continue to grow exponentially in the markets with a powerful momentum of leaders who are pushing our business forward by utilizing a safe and proven system.
See, the important thing is safe and proven. Safe and proven, right? So this is CEO. And you can see my humble self here with the CEO. This was in Europe. I was standing with the CEO. He was handing over this product to me. This is Mr. Ventsislav Latkov, and I'm standing beside him there by the right, collecting this product from him. And then this lady standing by the left here is Miss Malika. She's actually the overall in Africa. So we were all there in Europe as at the time this was handed to me. I'm showing you all of these things because I don't go into any business. I don't know the people. I'm not fully involved, and I don't know how the things work. I've seen how these things work. The past 8 years I've been in the OES. So I know everything that is working and how it works. And that's why I feel confident to come and tell you for attending this workshop, right? So every day, like 5,000 people are joining the OES since they opened up the space for joining. 5,000 people every day. And because it's a cryptocurrency, there are only a limited amount of coins available. And the fear is that before some people will come, the coins would have already been, mined out. Because they will not mine another coin because it's not paper money. Anyone that is mined is going to be in the hands of the owners. So you're coming in as an insider, enables you to get the original copy. That is, you're going to get it from the source as a miner. And that is the rush. Like 5,000 people. In fact, this presentation I'm doing here now is also being done in other parts of the world. And people are rushing. You can see in Asia now 67,000 people, from Europe 22,000 people, from North America 1,080, from Latin America 13,689, right? From Africa 7,000 plus, from India and subcontinent 7,000 plus, from Greater China. So the whole country, I can't be reading all of this, but I guess you're seeing it there shown on the screen. People are rushing in. People that have information, people that have knowledge, people that have understanding, people that want to improve their finances are rushing in to acquire this crypto. Now, for us who are Nigerian, we should be the first. We should be the ones to ensure that whether do or die, we acquire it, because our currency is depreciating so fast. So that's why I'm sharing this opportunity with you now, and I'm going to show you. I'll not leave here without showing you what steps you need to take. I'll show you what the steps you need to take bit by bit until you get to what it is that you need to do. Now, the One Ecosystem believes that early miners, the people who are already joining, can have access to cryptocurrency through a mining pool. They've already set up a mining pool, and then people are joining the pool. So as you're coming in, you are joining the pool immediately. And it's a question of first come, first serve. Right? Joining the pool. I'm so glad that I'm in the pool as we speak. Right? So, another short break. This session, we are going to look at the difference between the insider price and the public price in crypto. Right? And then we're also going to look at how you can participate as an insider in cryptocurrency mining. I think that's the most important thing. What is an insider? What's the difference between insider and public price in crypto? And how can you participate as an insider in crypto? Then I also make a recommendation. Now, this is a Nigerian senator. A Nigerian senator talking about crypto, explaining what it is and how it's going to work for Nigeria. Listen to him.
Mr. President, even the American government fought Bitcoin, but today they have come to the realization that the world has moved to that stage. So, Mr. President, I strongly believe that as the Senate and as the National Assembly, we ourselves must be interested with what is happening in the global space. Now you have the world in your palm. The world has become a one-stop shop. Somebody can carry $17 billion on his phone. That's what cryptocurrency and blockchain is all about. So we cannot run away from it, because your children and my children are on this at this stage. Mr. President, I strongly believe that you, as a lover of cryptocurrency, will ensure that we sell this next phase of technology to all Nigerians. A time has come where we must live with the obvious. I saw something, Mr. President.
The senator was very loud and clear. Very, very loud and clear. Now, listen to our former Vice President, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, explaining what cryptocurrency is, explaining what blockchain is, and also telling us what the banks, the future of finances is going to be with the advent of cryptocurrency. Listen to Professor Osibanjo.
Now, on the very topical issue of blockchain technology, digital assets, and cryptocurrencies, let me say two things. First is that there is no question that blockchain technology generally, and cryptocurrencies in particular, will in the coming years challenge traditional banking, including reserve banking, in ways that we cannot yet imagine. So we need to be prepared for that seismic shift, and it may come sooner than later. The likes of Nexo Finance offers instant loans using cryptocurrency as collateral. In fact, some reserve banks are already investigating their own, issuing their own digital currencies. Clearly, the future of money and finance, especially for traditional banking, must be or is as exciting as it is frightening.
The future of banking, traditional banking, is as exciting as it is frightening. But let me show you how you can get started. So pay attention. You may take some notes. The One Ecosystem has 6 levels. The One Ecosystem has 6 levels. This is a whiteboard explanation. It has 6 levels, right? And there are 2 categories of persons. You have the insider price and you have the public price, right? Now, the insiders are people who listen to a presentation like this and they join. Whereas the public are those that never heard any presentation. They just go to the public and they buy. So the public price is different. So insiders are also referred to as miners. There are 2 categories of people in crypto. One category are miners and the other people are speculators. Speculators are those that buy and sell when the price goes up. But miners are the ones that create it, that use their identity to create the cryptocurrency. So you have the insider price and you have the public price, right? So the difference between the public price and the insider price is what I call the cash flow. The cash flow. So the difference is about 23.8 euro from somebody who is acquiring it as a public person or somebody who's getting an insider. The thing is, I'm going to show you how you can get it as an insider. Make sense? But when you get it as an insider, right, 10% will go to me. 10% of your profit, 10% of the difference between the insider price and the public price will come to me as your mentor, so that I can be able to give you proper mentor. For instance, in this example shown here, right, the difference between the insider price and the public price is $23.8 euros. So 10% of that amount is 2.38 euros. So I'm going to earn 2.38 euros if you join as an insider. Of course, that's why I'm doing this presentation. So, but the insider price will increase by Monday. By Monday, the insider price will go because the rush is huge. The rush is huge. But between now, if you do that now, you can get the insider price, right? So what is it for me? I've already explained that 10% of your cash flow goes to the mentor. That is, cash flow is the price in public minus the insider price. Then 90% of the cash flow goes to you as the account owner. And 10%, like I said, like 2.3 euro come to me. So is it a win-win deal? Say yes. Now, a lot of conversions were done at the public rate of 44.8. These are the examples. So this individual converted 20 of his coins for 935.6 euros. Do the maths. Look at the date here on the 31st of July. And another person on the 1st of August, he converted 17 OES. OES is one ecosystem coin. He converted it at 44.8 euros and he got 764 euros. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know what's happening in the crypto space, you will not leave any of your money in Naira. Never. If you know what to do and you know how it works, you will convert your money from Naira into crypto, because you can always convert them to Euro and then back to Naira. So today's exclusive offer, like I said, there are 6 categories for today. The 5 coins, the bundle of 5 coins, that's level 1. The bundle of 10 coins, that's level 2. The bundle of 30 coins is level 3. And level 4 is it gives you 50 coins. And then level 5 gives you 100 coins. And level 6 is 500 coins. What does that mean? That means that if you want to join the OES right now, you can decide, hey, I need 500 of the coins. I need 100. I need 50 in these bundles, right? But I must tell you this well in advance, that the 500 coins are exhausted. You cannot get that one today. People have already placed order for that and it is sold out. So this is how it works. Incidentally, there's a promo that's going on here. So the number 1 actually cost 247,000, 5 coins, right? So for level 1, which is 5 coins, cost 247,000 naira for all the 5 coins. You can see it here now. So there's a bonus here for those who take this pack within the next 48 hours. The company says they're going to add you additional 1 coin. That's 20%. So instead of getting 5, you're going to get 6. So now, today, as I showed earlier, 6 coins is valued at 406,200 naira. But as an insider, you're getting it at 247,000. So what that happens is that your cash flow at today's public price is 156,200. Right? And then the total asset, the total cash flow when it is 100 euro. Remember, this public price is 44.8, but it's going to be 100 euro in the next couple of months. So if at 100 euro, what you had, those 5 coins you had, will be worth 803,000 naira. And of course, those people that maybe took 10 coins, the same thing, if this action is taken within 48 hours, you're going to get additional 2 coins. So instead of 10 coins, you're going to get 12 coins, right? And the 12 coins in public is 806,400, but you are paying just 435,000 naira as an insider, right? And this is the reason most people are rushing to get the insider. And what happens is that your cash flow as of today, once you take the action, is 374,400. 371,400, and of course the total cash flow when it is $100 will be like 1.6 million. So what do you do when you have just 10 coins and it's giving you 1.6 million, right? And then for level 3, which is 30 coins, you have additional 6 coins. That means you're going to get 36 coins if you take the action within 48 hours, and then that gives you 36 coins, of course. And 36 coins is sold in public for 2.4 million. But you know what you're going to pay? As an insider, 1.1 million. So you have everything put together. You have a cash flow of about 5.1 million when it gets to €100. So, and for the 50 coins, that's it. You're going to get 60 coins, 10 coins in addition, provided you take action within 48 hours. And that gives you a cash flow of about 8.5 million. When the price is $100, but currently you already make a cash flow of 2.0 million. That is it. Then for the 100 coins, you are getting 20 coins. So that gives you 120 coins at a public price of 8.6 million. And then what you get as your cash flow today is 4.4 million. But when it is €100, you have 17 million. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you use to acquire the 100 coins? 3.6 million naira. Now, when I ask myself, somebody asked me, what business will I use 3.6 million to do right now? And I said, okay, if you're smart enough, get these coins with your 3.6. You can get 2 packs, 100, because the 500 packs have been sold out. You cannot get the 500 packs again. But if you had the 500 packs, you would have had additional 100 coins. And that will give you 600 coins instead of 500 coins, and they are making over 88 million. Everything about crypto is in millions of naira. No kidding. So these are all the 6 levels that are available. Incidentally, that level 6 is no more available. But the insider price, listen, the insider price will increase by Monday. So by Monday, the insider price will increase. So you're not going to get it at what you are seeing on red here by the left-hand corner. But I know that if you take your action between now, within 48 hours, you will receive a message that, hey, congratulations, you received the bonus of additional coins because you took the action at this point in time. So what we usually do to help people that are taking action while this presentation is going on is to give this bank account. I'd like you to write out this bank account because this is authentic bank account. So you want to transfer the cost, the mining cost of the level that you desire. You do that transfer right away, then you are done. On your left-hand side here is my office, Suite S3 Vatan Plaza in Lokogoma. And then you send evidence of that payment to this phone number that is displayed here. Once you do that, you have finished your work. The rest I will handle. So you get this account number, you choose the level you want. If it is 100, if it is 50 or 30 or 10 number of coins you want, you pay that amount as it is written there, the cost of mining. And once you do that and you send that evidence of payment, voila, that's all. You send evidence of payment to this. You may just do a screenshot of this page. Just do a screenshot of this page so you don't miss out on anything. Perfect. So this is how to participate. You just select the desired level and then you pay the insider price only to that account number, UBA One Academy Nigeria Limited. Then you send your name and evidence of payment to this number. You are done. Once you do that, you get the receipt, you get every other thing that you need, and you're communicating with me on this number as well. So your account, your wallet will immediately be created, and that's all about you being a part of the cryptocurrency global financial system. Now, this is what this lady said. This is what this lady said about people who are taking quick action. Listen to her.
By the time the market is excited about anything, the good time has passed. That's the truth. The guys who knew what to do had bought earlier, they're the ones selling off to you.
The ones who knew what to do. So now you know what to do. So you're going to acquire it, and when the time comes, you're going to get cash flow. So once again, let me present this flyer. I did that before, but in case you did not snap it or you don't have it, I don't encourage you to copy it because it might take you quite some time to copy. Just snap it, do a screenshot if you're using your phone. Do a screenshot so that you can expand it later and then begin to study it. And of course, note that if you are smart enough to take action within 48 hours, you're going to get additional coins. After 48 hours, no. And this is all the information you need. The UBA account is there, the office address is here, and the phone number is also here. And remember that the insider price is going to increase substantially by Monday. So that what I used to advise people is any level you are able to do that, start there. Start from anywhere you can start. That'll be fine. So for those who just came in, we talked about personal self-development. If I tell you what has helped me to get to this level is personal self-development. Having retired from the military, having not known how to make money in the military, and I came out to become a civilian, I was able to become the secretary of the Institute of Directors. I was able, right, to run for office as a senator, and I won the primaries of my political party, and I got the ticket. Now I was able to put an edifice for my dad, and I did that under 1 year. Fantastic. And I was able to send my children, in fact, all my children, schooling abroad. Why did I do that? Mentorship. Why did I do that? Because I read those books. Because I read those books. If I can do it, you can also do it. And I'm willing and ready to guide anyone who is a member of the OES to achieve the success. The sky is so wide. Birds can fly without clashing against each other. If you join up as OES, well, I will give my time to make sure that as I'm excited, because I have a good mentor, you will also be excited. I want to say thank you very much for being a part of this. Once more, as a reminder, this is how you can be a part of this thing. Just select your desired level. If you have taken a snapshot of the table, then you pay into just the insider price. You pay the insider price to that UBA account, One Academy Nigeria Limited. Then you send the evidence of payment. Please ensure you send the evidence of payment to that phone number that you see displayed here. When you do that, that's okay. I will handle the rest for you. And you'll see the joy of being in the crypto world.
Receive your ebook. Simply reply with the word ebook to the same number that sent you the invitation to attend this seminar. Or better still, click the button below this presentation to receive the same ebook. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you for attending. We can rub minds. Why not?